Hi guys, thanks for watching this video. Today we're gonna discuss about like passwordless authentication in Linux, or we can also call it as a trust relationship. Okay, so what is meant by passwordless authentication? So for example, you have server one and you have server two. Okay, so you wanted to enable, like for example, one user should be able to log into from server one to server two without any password, right? So how to make that trust relationship for a user between two systems? Okay, so let's quickly try to enable, and I'll show you the other stuff later. So I have the rel system one here. So first we need to run ssh-keygen command to generate the keys. Okay, what it does is it will create a folder .ssh folder, and it will generate the public key and then private key. Okay, so let's quickly give an enter. So enter the file name which you wanted to create. See here, slash root dot ssh id underscore rsa. This is what it is going to create. Even dot ssh folder also it will create. Okay, so I'm keeping the same as is. Okay, just give enter. And I wanted to like enter passphrase, it is asking, so I don't want to enter any passphrase for the for this key. Okay, so just give enter, and give same as is. Okay, I'm not entering any passphrase here. So it is generated key here, right? So if you want to see those, okay, if you give ls-la to see all the hidden files, here you can see this is just created. Okay, so July 27, 13:45, there is the date, I mean today's date, right? Here you can see. And this is the folder. What are the permissions applied here? RWX. It means read, write, execute for the owner. For group and others, no permissions. Okay, so let's quickly open that, see what will happen in that. Okay, so here you can see id underscore rsa, it's a private key, and id underscore rsa dot pub, it's a public key. These two files it is created, right? So for RSA ID underscore RSA file, private key file, it is like 600 permissions, and ID underscore RSA dot pub file, it is 644 permissions. Okay, so now we just created the keys using ssh-keygen command in server one, right? Rel server one. So we need to copy these keys into second system. Okay, so in the second in this system we need to copy. How to copy that? So there is a simple command, ssh hyphen copy hyphen id hyphen I. We can pass id underscore rsa dot pub. So only public key we need to. This is actually intended to copy, share it with the other systems. Okay. So this is for this is private key used for authentication, but this is to be. I mean, this is intended to share for other servers. Okay. So here we need to give RSA id underscore RSA dot pub, and then from which, for which system you are trying to copy, right? So root at the rate. So what is the mission to IP address here? So I'll pick the IP address here. So if config, I'm using this Ethernet card. Let's pick the IP address of it. Okay, let's copy it, and then let's paste it here. Okay, just give enter. It is asking yes or no. Yeah, I'm giving yes. Okay, it is asking for password, root password of second system. Okay, I'm in rel server 2. So here I'm entering password. It is done. You can see here number of keys added. Now if you go back to m2, so let's give here ls hyphen, where I am right now inside root, right? So ls hyphen la, if I give, you can see .ssh folder which is just created. If you enter into this cd.ssh, let's give ls-la, you can see authorized underscore keys file created, right? So this file actually created. In this file you can see the data. Let's see what is there in this. Okay, so you can see this is the key, root rels over rels is one, right? That is what it is added, and this is the pub key. The same key it will be there here. So let's go to first system, rel system one, cat space id underscore rsa dot pub. Let's see this, the same data. So the same data is copied here. Okay, so now if you see, like, what is the permission for this? 600 permissions. Okay, that is it. Like, a passwordless authentication is enabled. Now let's see, like, whether it will ask for password or not. For example, let's actually cd dot dot or cd. So clear the screen. You need to log in, right? So you need to actually ssh the ip address. I am trying to log in with the root user only. So the ip address of second system. Okay, so what is the ip address? So this is the ip address. Let's pick this ip address, copy this, and then paste it here. Okay, and just give enter. See, it didn't ask for any password, but it is login to the which system? Rel system 2. Right, so that is how you can enable passwordless authentication from one system to another system. Actually, this is the flow. Here you need to know, if you want to do it manually, yes, you can do it. You can generate the keys as is. So these are the 700 permissions for .ssh folder, and id underscore rsa private key 600 permissions, and then 644 permissions for id underscore rsa dot pub file. Okay, and if you don't want to copy using command, okay, you can also even create manually the .ssh folder with 700 permissions, and create a file authorizer underscore keys file inside this slash .ssh folder. Okay, and you can provide the permissions, 600 permissions. Okay, so now you can copy this data, and then paste it in this file. That is also possible. So I already mentioned here, right? ID underscore RS, it's a private key. It's a actually it should be kept strictly confidential and secure. Okay, and use it for authentication, and should never be like shared or exposed to others. Okay, ID, I mean the public ID, actually public key. So the public key is part of a key pair. So it is actually intended to share with other systems. So we can share it with other systems, and then that is how the passwordless authentication will be enabled. So how authentication is actually happens, right? So when the user tries to log into the server, okay, so what happens is the client actually take the private key as part of authentication process. See, for example, like, I'm trying to log in from here. So what will happen? So here in this system, if you go to .ssh folder, so it will pick this key, actually ls hyphen la. So here inside .ssh folder, so in this system we created keys, right? Oh, sorry. This is, we are into second system. We are checking in second system. No, we should check in the first system. System one. I exited from that system. So let's give ls hyphen la, cd dot ssh, and ls hyphen l. Okay. So this is the file, right? So using this file, it will take this file whenever you run ssh hyphen the IP address of second system. It will take this key, and then it will actually check for the authentication, and the server look for corresponding public key in the authorizer underscore keys file. Whatever corresponding public key that is there into the second system, whatever the system, right? In the second system, it will search for it. Where it will search means in the authorizer underscore keys file, whether the key is present, the public key is present, corresponding public key is present with respect to the private key or not. If that is present, yes, it is trusted, something like that. So it means if matching the public key found, right? If matching public key found means the passwordless authentication will be enabled, right? It will actually log in without asking any password. That is how, that is a flow, actually. Okay, so yeah, that is what I wanted to cover in this video. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel for more videos, and you can also click bell icon for, for the new videos. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.